Hello, guys, and 228 runs. Savor this moment, guys. It's not going to happen if ever again. I hope it happens, but it's not going to happen that often. India has defeated Pakistan by 228 runs. It's a record. The last time the biggest win was 140 runs in 2008 in Mirpur, Bangladesh in Kit Ply Cup. Okay, and there also Pakistan won the finals, so it's quite irrelevant. But still, this is the biggest win, guys. We did not expect it, especially after all the previews and whatever we
Win,
talked about.
win or win or KL Kinetics. You need to be very
KL,
precise.
we scolded Dravid. We were bashing up Dravid. We were bashing up KL Rahul. We were bashing up this entire team, and we were praising Pakistan team so much. We were praising Pakistan team so much, but today when it came down to the crux, it's not the world number team one team. It's the Indian team that has won by 200. It's an actual thumping. It's a proper thumping. You can call it a proper thumping of Pakistan. Yes, let's start the discussion, guys. So, yes, Gaurav, I'll start with you. Gaurav, what's your take on this match? A 2DI, not a ODI, a 2DI. So, quite interesting match. Yes.
Well, it's been a pretty one-sided affair, to say the least, actually. Uh, I guess this is probably India's biggest winning margin against Pakistan in terms of runs. Uh, I think Pakistan just didn't arrive for this game, to be honest. Uh, I remember that line from Nasser Hussain during 2017 Champions Trophy final when Virat Kohli was first dropped in the slips. Then after that, he was a couple of balls later, he was taken by Shadab of Mohammad Amir. And there was this line, the Mercurial Pakistan, 1 minute down, 1 minute up. It's always been like that for Pakistan cricket. You don't expect consistency from Pakistan. That's the beauty of cricket from Pakistan. Uh, I don't read much into this because if you look at the conditions in Premadasa, it won't be like that in India. India, it will be different. Uh, what actually worries me for Pakistan is the middle order. Uh, if Imam the biggest problem they have is the middle order is that if Imam, Fakar and Babar don't get big runs, their middle order somewhat lacks that quality, I believe. This is one area of problem. Another is their spin bowling department. I think in India they will need the second spinner. It's all fine that they're playing Fahim Ashraf here, but I do believe that in India they need a second spinner. Whether it will be Nawaz or Usama Mir, I don't know, but they'll definitely need a second spinner in India.
Also, one more major problem is Rizwan. Actually, I never feel, I even pointed this out during the preview. I never feel very confident with Rizwan at number four. Somehow looks, you know, a very hit and a miss kind of player at number four because he cannot play those aerial shots that he can play in the power play, which he plays quite well, by the way. But when it
In
comes
Indian
to
conditions, I think you'll be fine. In Indian condition, I think you'll be fine. In India, Pakistan, those are the places you'll be fine. The problem area becomes when he is up against his swinging deliveries. We have seen that at the MCG encounter during T20 World Cup as well. He was quite struggling when the ball moves because he's kind of an onside player. She always targets that onside. So whenever the ball moves, if you look at today's dismissal as well, ball was moving and he was trying to play across the line. There's a cardinal mistake you commit when the ball is moving in the air or of the pitch.
Okay, moving on to other experts who have joined. So, Pratik, how happy are you today after India's win? And did you expect such a one-sided contest? And uh, this convincing win by India. Some words for your favorite Virat also.
Yeah, unreal win, unreal. Seriously, stuff not can't even say stuff of dreams, it's stuff of kids' dreams. 10-15 साल पहले we used to imagine such wins. We stopped imagining such wins for Team India. This was a great show and a very right time for this kind of batting performance and bowling performance. Kuldeep, I never understand why team he doesn't play consistently in the team. He's so talented, and he's one more time proving his talent. And what a knockback in Kohli. Yeah, I think he gets excited when we are facing Pakistan. But it was amazing that he could replicate his efforts, what he used to do day in and day out, like 10 years ago. He was back big time. King Kohli is back.
And that acceleration from Kohli, like 50 to 129 balls, that is what we have seen him do in IPL and also in T20I cricket, which when he stays till the end, that acceleration is just amazing. And even the best death hitters, like Hardik Pandya or you have Tim David, they can't do that level of, play that kind of conventional shots and still hit it for six. The last ball, like, was a straight drive of a full toss and still going for six. So those are some of the amazing shots he plays in the death overs.
Yeah,
Devanshu
he's
bhai,
still
what's your
king in those gear changes. Definitely, no one can do as well as him in the gear changes.
yes, Devanshu bhai, what's your take on KL Rahul? I know you have come only to talk about him.
Yeah. Today's killed him, and uh, look, he played like he plays.
Yeah,
At the end, somehow his strike rate is above 100. But
yeah, for the
this is
first
this
time.
this is yeah, for the first time. So this is the way he plays. But the best part is that they are in form. Everyone is in form. So that is a very good thing. And to be honest, India is a better country. अगर हमारे बैट्समैन अच्छा खेलेंगे तो वी विल डू गुड इन एनी टूर्नामेंट. जीते हारे वो अलग चीज है, बट गोइंग टू द डिस्टेंस दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट. Again, you guys have covered about Kohli. I mean, Kohli accelerated well, but obviously he can start a bit quickly. I mean, get out of the blocks a bit quickly. He can do that, but with the aging, it is becoming very difficult for him as well to do it time and again. So it's better if he can start a bit early. And again, as I was saying about Kuldeep, I think forget ODIs. Kuldeep is ready for proper test run now. And he should at least
वो तो
by the end of
बांग्लादेश
his
में भी
career.
उसने 5 for लिया था, उसके
Yeah.
बाद जयदेव उनहदकट को खिला दिए थे उसको ड्रॉप करके, तो वो
Can't
तो
believe he has
हाँ,
only played 8 test matches.
but I think this situation will change after the World Cup, because his performance is like that, and maybe if he can improve his batting. I mean, if at coming at number 9, if he can make at least 30 runs in test and a bit quicker runs in one day, then it will help his case.
Vishnu, I want to ask you the most important question. Shreyas Iyer has been the linchpin of Indian batting in all bilateral series till now, from 2019 onwards.
Yeah.
Now, does it mean like today Sachin Tendulkar tweeted that all our top 6 are
Yeah.
in the runs now? He, of course, forgot about Shreyas Iyer. We have very short memories actually also as cricket fans, because in all the bilateral tournaments,
He was
Shreyas
the
Iyer was the one who was giving us all the wins. When others were not in form, especially Kohli, Rohit Sharma, when they were failing. So we saw Shreyas Iyer. Yeah, Devanshu bhai, okay, you can.
Yeah,
you can.
before Vishnu starts, after today's match, I was having a feeling that Bechara Shreyas will become the next Ambati Raidu. That might be the scenario. So, I mean, yeah, Vishnu, you can go ahead.
At least Ambati Raidu used to be fit, man. This guy is like he has a rubber back, always gets injured. And one more thing is, yeah, after 2019 World Cup, it was destined that Shreyas will take that number 4, because he has been playing that position consistently throughout. But because of the injuries, today also, man, as Shikhar said in that group, that Snake
केएल का
will.
किस्मत का 50% भी मुझे मिल जाए तो मैं बहुत खुश हूँगा.
I have a question. I have a question for all of you. He's not even married. How can he have so much back issues?
He dances to the
That's
tune
what
of
I
Dhanalakshmi.
said.
He dances
needs
with
to have-
Dhanashree.
Dhanashree Chahal. That's
Yeah.
why he's a very good dancer.
Yeah.
You should
Yeah, that's why
see
he has to have a Zumba classes full time rather
he
than
has a
playing
very good
cricket.
chemistry with Mrs. Chahal. Let's say that.
Yeah, man. But seriously, man, how can
Like,
KL take that?
it's a good problem for India, I guess, because World Cup is a long tournament. You are
Hmm.
supposed to play 9 round robin matches. Then after that, if you go the distance, you play up to 11 matches. So there will be some issues regarding form of one or two players. So you need that backup as well. So whenever need arises, the Shreyas can be your backup number 4. See, say Ishan Kishan starts the World Cup on a bad note, let's say, or a KL Rahul doesn't hit the form. So you can always have this option of going back to say a Shreyas Iyer or a Sky, depending on the situation or form.
Gaurav,
So
somehow
it's a good
I
problem.
don't agree with you, man.
I
Shreyas
don't
Iyer
agree, man.
has to,
Seriously.
if he's fit, I think if you see his performances in India, he's just a cut above the rest. In the last 4 years, he's I mean, I know whatever we make fun of him, but Shreyas Iyer is the guy I think to play the number 4 because of his ability to play spin. So I don't think he should be backup. And whenever we have this problem of plenty, I'm sorry to say, Indian team gets confused in this problem of plenty. It's a web that has, we have, in fact, someone was saying last 3 years we have had 70 players making their debut in different formats. But we have not won anything significant except for Border Gavaskar Trophy in Australia. That was a.
Let's come back
as
to this,
Gaurav
guys.
is,
We have a
I
full
have
house
a
today.
point
Let's take
on
everyone's initial
Iyer.
comments about the big win. Let's take.
yeah,
I know
Yeah,
Sujal
I
is
have a point
joining
on
us
Iyer.
first time. Shreyans is
While we
joining.
are on Iyer, one point. The runs in today's match were against spinners, like how Kohli and KL were playing. If Iyer was there, he would have been hitting sixes to them, not taking singles and doubles. So that's the difference between Iyer and all other middle order players.
Okay.
one good
Okay.
thing is
Agreed.
that the middle order is having scoring runs. In the previous World Cup, that didn't happen. Like our middle order was not tested, and once it was tested, it was in the semis where we totally collapsed. And as I told before the first preview, the Pakistan middle order is shit. So that's where they will lose, and that's where
Yeah.
their struggles will be in the World
Pakistan
Cup
middle
as well.
order really looked hollow.
Hollow,
Sujal,
man.
hi,
Even
welcome to the show. I think you're joining us for the first time. So,
Mm.
Sujal, did you watch the match today? A pretty one-sided affair.
I did. First of all, thank you for inviting me, and it's a privilege and a pleasure to be on. I appreciate it, first of all. And it has been a great few days discussing the match and watching the game. I was definitely enjoyed the the game, and I was really impressed by KL Rahul's comeback. I think that was most impressive. Listening to some of the points, I agree. I think if Shreyas Iyer played, it definitely would have been a little bit of a game changer, right? But then, I also do like the balance of Rahul coming in at 5 and Ishan at 6, Or, I know this is probably a long shot for Indian batting, but another option is to have the right hand, left hand combo at the top with Ishan and Rohit open, Shubham at 3, and then Virat at 4. There's also that as I think would be an interesting look to see if that, there's any growth there, but it's probably too late in the day to do anything like that,
Yeah,
Yeah.
certainly we want that experiment from Dravid, but we all know it will not happen now.
Happen.
So, yeah, Shreyansh bhai, want to take your views if you're there? I don't know.
या सो काफी एक तरफा जीत हो गई मतलब would have liked a bit of fight in the match.
Competitiveness नहीं था मैच में, बिल्कुल भी नहीं था.
हाँ बिल्कुल नहीं था
Unbelievable.
actually. 10-12 ओवर के बाद ही नहीं था और मतलब पाकिस्तान वर्ल्ड नंबर 1 है अभी रैंकिंग्स की अगर हम बात करें तो बिल्कुल भी फाइट नहीं थी. बाकी इंडियन बैटिंग मतलब बहुत ही जबरदस्त रही आज एंड होप कि ये कंटिन्यू रहे. इट्स नॉट अ वन मैच वंडर. दैट इज द व्हिच आई हैव. और कल सेकंड मैच है, बिल्कुल ब्रेक नहीं है इतनी ह्यूमिडिटी में इन्होंने खेला है तो आई मतलब मेरे को कल के लिए बहुत डर लग रहा है.
Nitin bhai,
But
if there is any criticism
but
for Indian
Kuldeep,
batting, is there anything we need to improve?
कुलदीप यादव की
नहीं
बॉलिंग की
नहीं
पड़ेगी, लेकिन फाइफर जो उसने दिया है
Yeah,
बॉलिंग मतलब
sensational.
सुपर। और थोड़ा सा मेरे को ऐसा लगा कि लास्ट के 10 ओवर्स में जब खेल रहे थे तो भी थोड़ा डॉट बॉल्स काफी थे केएल के भी। बाकी तो ठीक है, मतलब स्टार्ट प्लेज लाइक दैट
But
हमेशा।
105 runs, 105 runs we have scored in the last 10 overs. Is that good or? I mean, we should consider that good only. I mean, what more can we ask for if we are going from 251 to 356? I don't think we can ask for more from, especially from KL. We can't ask for more than this. I think he gave his best in this match, and I bow down to him after criticizing him so much. I'm here to say that it was a phenomenal knock by KL. Especially his footwork was just amazing. I mean, that is something really
नहीं, और
I
सबसे बढ़िया उसका फिटनेस भी टेस्ट हो गया,
appreciated KL.
क्योंकि he kept also उसके बाद उसने
yeah,
कीपिंग भी
he
करी तो उसका
kept
थोड़ा
46
फिटनेस टेस्ट हो
overs,
गया।
44 overs.
But
Yeah.
how does this guy has the fastest 50 in IPL, but he cannot hit shots in the death overs even after playing 80 balls? Like, explain me that. I mean, it would have been better for Team India. I would believe in crunch matches if he gets out around the 45th over mark. So Pandya and Jadeja can give us a better finish. Today we could have reached 380 if he was playing a little
With
faster.
KL, it is always onus on the other batsman. We have to accept that fact that the onus is always on the other, his partner to score. That we have to accept it. And KL will be mostly the anchor, playing the anchor role. Like he likes that. That's why we always said we can't have Virat and KL together in T20 cricket. But I guess in ODI cricket, it doesn't make much of a difference having Virat and KL together. I don't know if it will be true against the better sides like England, Australia, or New Zealand. We have to see that.
I mean,
Nitin
Pakistan
को
did not
chance दो,
compete with
Nitin.
the bat today, but there was a moment in first innings where Naseem could not see the ball, and Virat was actually frustrated by KL dots, and he tried to play a very bad shot. Third man
He's
pick
a strike
caught
hogger.
another.
He's a strike hogger. So he
Virat
played.
was only at around 60 at that time, so the score could have been 50 runs
Virat
less.
ended up playing only 94 balls out of 200 balls that they totally played. Like this partnership was worth 200 balls, and Virat played only 94. So obviously KL played took the majority of the strike, and it's
Yeah.
always going to be that way because KL does not rotate the strike. He will depend on dot and a boundary or a six. Dot a boundary or a six. That is his game plan always.
That's where I think Shreyash Iyer will be more beneficial because the rotation of the strike running in between the wickets is also much better, right?
Even yeah.
He's definitely strong, and for some apparent reason, Shreyash Iyer can definitely find the gaps as well. Where if you need a boundary here or there, he'll find it.
Even
Especially in the
Kohli's
middle.
innings, he always had close to 80 strike rate. Even during the tough situations, he was trying to rotate. But KL is like playing dots and then he's hitting a boundary or two. That's where the strike rate is going up. But
Like
yeah,
we
nice.
appreciate he batted well in the tough where we lost 2 quick wickets, but he could have finished better. I know he has ability. So,
Guys, I have a point here. I think
Yeah.
India, the score India got here is way above par. This is surely not a 300 track.
Yeah.
Pakistan, one thing is Pakistan didn't bowl well. Secondly, somehow they look flat. I think this is not a 300 track. Definitely not a 300 track. And as I said before, during that Palakele game as well, when India got to 266, I said this was India's game. Because I still believe that Pakistan wouldn't have chased that also under lights
True.
at Palakele.
That could
Somehow
be an
in Sri
interesting
Lankan
chase.
conditions, the ball tends to move a lot under lights. And we have seen that during the Pakistan-Afghanistan game as well, when Fahim Ashram was getting nip and bounce on this surface. So in Sri Lankan condition, I'll still give it to them. The 356 is way above par. I think the Indian,
I mean, why are we complaining then? Why are we complaining if it's like we scored?
I think if it was Pune or a Bangalore road, I could have said, like, say, well, let's target 380.
The only complaint
390.
we are doing is it
But
was
are we
only 2
maximizing
wickets. Well,
that's I think what we are discussing, right, Vishnu?
yeah, it was only 2 wickets down, so we could have gone a little bit more harder between 41st to 45th, because that's where KL
But
scored around.
how much did they get? I think they got 105 runs in the last 10 overs. That's pretty good. It's more than 10 runs per over. We'll settle for that.
Yeah,
We'll settle, they'll
definitely.
be
But
over
That's
the 5
the
runs,
very,
6
very,
runs.
very interesting part of the debate now that we have come
yeah,
to. Yes.
because in the
I love
41st to
this.
45th, KL faced like 17 balls and he only scored 6 or 7 runs. The most of the batting was done, most of the scoring was done by VK. So
40 to
that's where
45
we
is very
thought
good.
he should have scored a little bit faster than that, instead
I
of just
mean,
going for a milestone.
we have
But
got a
here
above
comes
par
one
score.
another thing. Here comes another thing. We with that kind of a humidity and weather conditions around, when you bat for so long, it becomes really difficult for you. You have to have the strength to clear the boundaries at will,
Guys,
at the depth. That should be taken into account as well.
And also,
so
Gaurav, because we are
at
going with batting depth, there is, if we had gone with five ballers without one batsman less, then going that rate, it's fine, I felt. But because of our
actually the
batting depth, we could have gone a little bit
We have
harder.
Shardul
That's what I
Thakur.
feel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I have a point here.
Yeah.
So we don't have any problem like they scoring 105 runs in last 10 overs. The problem is what they did between over 11 and over 40. They scored 190 runs. That is almost 6 runs per over. They should have gone for 7 runs per over or something like that. It's just that because the power play 2, only 4 fielders are there. That's where the problem is. We maximize the last 10 overs. The
Also,
only
Nas-
problem
Yeah.
is what
Haris Rauf
Yes,
was
but
not bowling, guys.
Yeah.
See, even today, if you look at Nasim's 6th and 7th over, even today, ball was moving a lot.
Yeah,
This
that's
is not
what.
that kind of a wicket where you go 7 runs per over. This is surely not that kind of a wicket. It's
Yeah,
entirely
I think
Pakistan's bowling fault that
Gaurav,
India got off to such a flying start. This is
Mhm.
definitely it's a 250 kind of a track. If you score 250, we win the match here at Premadasa.
So India dominated the world best bowling lineup then?
definitely did today.
It's not that Nasim, for me, I think Nasim is one of the most unlucky bowler I have seen. He
Just
bowled
like
a
Mohammad
terrific
Shami.
spell during
Mohammad
T20 World Cup
Shami.
final. I'll
Who
come
are
to
bowler?
Mohammad Shami, but here for Nasim, I can say that during the T20 World Cup final, when he came back for the second spell, when Harry Brook and Ben Stokes couldn't even, they didn't have any clue to Nasim Shah. He bowled a fantastic spell without taking a wicket. Here also the same thing. For Shami being unlucky in England is a different story altogether. Because of his length in England, he doesn't get a wicket.
But
Yeah,
but
Length.
same.
He
I
needs
think
to
the
get
Pakistani fans complain the
middle to
same
bowler.
about Nasim also. They complain the same thing about Nasim, Gaurav.
Nitin ko chance do
Actually.
yaar, Nitin
If
ko
he
chance
gets
do.
1 or 2 meter pull, he'll get a lot of wickets.
Anyway, yes,
शिखर
Devanshu
नितिन को
bhai,
चांस
let's.
दो यार, शिखर नितिन को चांस दो.
हाँ नितिन भाई,
हाँ
नितिन भाई
नहीं
आप कैमरा
आ
ऑन
रहा था
कहाँ आप दिख ही नहीं रहे हो बिल्कुल मतलब आप.
नहीं नहीं
हाँ
मैं
बताओ
ये बोलना
नितिन,
चाहूंगा कि
आप बताओ आज इंडिया को क्रिटिसाइज करो आप. This is the topic of the
नहीं
debate.
How is
क्रिटिसाइज नहीं
that
करना
possible?
क्रिटिसाइज नहीं करना आई अप्रिशिएट ओके तो देखो हम यहाँ पे बात करें विराट कोहली रोहित शर्मा से जैसे आप एक्सपेक्ट करते हो पर मेन जो मुझे इनिंग अच्छी लगी वो तो शुभमन गिल की क्योंकि पाकिस्तान
Yeah.
जो बहुत ओवर डिपेंडेंट है शाहिन अफरीदी पे और उसने उसको अटैक करके पूरी टीम का मोरल डाउन कर दिया था फॉर सेकंड टाइम तो वहां से मैच
Correct.
सेटअप
Very important.
It was like Sehwag taking on Umar Gill in World Cup semi-final.
It was exactly like that. He was 30 of 19. I think Sehwag was also 30 of 19 in that innings.
Yes.
Do we need to start like that against Pakistan always? Is that the way to tackle this?
Yes.
not only
Take the
Pakistan,
bull by the horns
even
kind of thing we have to do every time.
इनिंग लेफ्ट पास पास बॉल आपको यही करना होगा वरना आप आउट हो जाओगे.
Devanshu bhai, what do you say? What do you say?
Look, I mean, it depends on wicket also, but obviously, Shaheen Shah, Afridi first over, and this is not Afridi only, Mitchell Stark and Trent Bolt also. It applies to all three. you have to actually attack them from ball 1, क्योंकि उनको बॉल स्विंग मत कराने दो, एक बॉल भी स्विंग हो गई तो दिक्कत हो सकती है, आगे ही बढ़ जाओ पहले। तो वो इट हैज टू बी विद ऑल द दीज 3 बॉलर्स। एंड पाकिस्तान के साथ तो प्रॉब्लम है, दे हैव प्रीमियम 3 सुपर फास्ट बॉलर्स, बट उसके बाद देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम विद देम। और अगर वो विकेट नहीं लेंगे तो ये
Then
350
it should
बनेंगे
be
उनके।
other way. We should just defend and then wait for spinners and encash on the spinners, na?
आउट हो जाएंगे इन
तो शायद
डिफेंडिंग, इट
मतलब
विल बी
मेरे को
आउट।
Pratik,
At
that's
least
what I
one has to
thought.
attack, man.
Pratik,
At least one has to attack. Rohit can sit back
Yes,
because we know that he can score later. But
That's
he
what
right,
has
I
to
right.
go
saw
hard.
when other day, like first ODI between England and New Zealand, Reece Topley was trying the in-swing ball against Will Young, and he was driving him straight down the ground. He did that twice, and then Reece Topley decided to try the outswing. And similarly, Shubman Gill came down the track and smashed Shaheen. That was very good intent, and telling the bowler, "Hey, try something else. I'm very good when you're bowling me
Guys,
at the stumps."
just talk about Bumrah, man. His in-swingers and outswingers were next level.
oh,
Babar had no clue. First
Babar
over
will
when he
take
played, he had
pedestrian.
no clue, man.
that was
No
like
clue.
Naseem versus Rohit repeat with
Yeah,
Bumrah
even better.
and Babar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great spell by Bumrah. I thought he thought he was still bowling to Ireland, in the T20s. It was
Yeah.
But
that good.
Bumrah should have bowled at least 7 overs. I
But he
felt
should have
like
bowled fuller. I think when Pandya bowled fuller length, Gaurav, would you agree that Bumrah should have bowled much fuller? Because immediately you saw Pandya picking up
I think a bit short.
wickets.
You are a bit short. The length the length he bowled to Imam to get his wicket was perfect. He draw. It was sort of a length where batsman cannot judge
to
whether
play.
to go onto the front foot
They
or
have
back
to
foot.
play.
In
Yeah.
between length. That was a perfect length. And Pandya, what a ball to get Babar Azam out. That was some delivery. Actually, the first 3 wickets came from a brute of a deliveries. I mean, even Rizwan got Lord Shardulkar got Rizwan. That was also a terrific ball. So I mean, altogether, it's a brilliant game for India, a perfect game. But don't forget, boys, the Champions Trophy 2017. I think, if I am not wrong, we won the Birmingham game by 124 runs. It was absolutely one-sided affair. Nobody gave a chance to Pakistan, and somehow they climbed to the top. That's how Pakistan cricket is. 1 minute down, 1 minute up. So you never count out Pakistan. But I think
So,
there are
but now I
regarding
think
the net run rate.
Pakistan
Yeah.
Sri Lanka will become a virtual quarterfinal because of their net run rate.
Yes, and if it gets washed out, then Pakistan is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Vishnu,
and also that is why I'm saying enjoy today as long as you want. I'm not sure when will we see
savor
this
the
again.
moment. Savor the
Savor
moment,
the moment.
guys. 228
I think.
runs. 228
So
runs. Yes.
when was the last close one day match between India and Pakistan?
So,
क्या?
so sorry,
लास्ट
Nitin.
क्लोज मैच हुआ कब था वनडे में इंडिया पाकिस्तान का? बहुत टाइम से वन साइडेड ही होता है. लास्ट क्लोज मैच हुआ ही नहीं है वनडे में.
In fact, Gaurav, let me tell you, 140 runs was the last highest margin when India beat Pakistan, and that time also in the Kitplai
Kit
Cup
Play
final.
Cup. If I'm not wrong, that was Kit Play Cup, and then the
Kitplai
final,
Cup.
I think we lost.
Yes, we
And
lost the
final we
final.
lost.
We lost the final of
Yes.
the Kitplai Cup. Yes, we had beaten 140 with Sehwag scoring 89 of 75. Vishnu, tell me something about Kuldeep, man. Finish off the discussion with, like, Kuldeep finished off the Pakistan team.
And
Seriously,
before signing off, I want to thank the groundsman there in Premadasa.
Oh,
This is
yeah,
terrific,
great point.
terrific stuff from the groundsman. Without their hard work, this match couldn't have been possible.
true, man. True. So when Kuldeep was bowling, there was so much new to see from his bowling action, man. He was coming straight and he's trying to pitch in that danger zone. Most of the middle order didn't had a clue where it is going in or out. And it was terrific, man. It was lovely to see the reps on his spin. And yeah, man, it was fantastic to see the our spinner taking wickets and and the batsmen were struggling. It's been a while since we have seen that. I think early Kuldeep career did that, and now he's back with that kind of form and that kind of technique. So it's really the other teams have to watch out, and Australia need to watch out as well in the
Yeah.
next coming
And
series.
Pakistan middle order looked really hollow. I mean, some desperate shots from Shadab, Iftikhar, and I mean, they were not enough. And Fahim Ashraf also, I don't know why he was sent so late. Also, left-handers nahi hai. Fakar and Imam, they are too much concentrated on the top, and then they don't have any left-handers actually. And it's not good. Probably I realized from this match, it's not good to have two left-handers at the top. Probably
Guys,
it's
Saud
not.
Shakil is coming back, and maybe Norman as well.
Norman is not going to play, bro.
But
Norman
Saud
भी
Shakil is
अच्छा
replacing
है.
your Aga, man. Saud Shakil is replacing your Aga.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand one thing. That Harry Potter, that Pakistani leg spinner, what was his
Nawaz.
name?
Abrar.
Why is he
Abrar.
not in ODI team?
Oh
He's a
yeah,
very
man.
difficult
Abrar is
bowler
a
to play.
mysterious guy. Yeah, actually.
He
ये
should
तो
be in
नॉर्मन
this
के पीछे ही
ODI
पड़ा
team.
हुआ है प्रतीक तब से
I
नॉर्मन को
have
मैंने
I have a different question here. I have a different question here. A bit of an off topic. I am 37-year-old. How can Iftikhar be 33? I know there are some
Born.
certain
I'm
regions in
35,
Afghanistan and
88
Pakistan where
born.
people.
So Iftikhar has, if
He
he's not
looks like my
Iftikhar,
chacha.
he's not Iftikhar.
Chacha, yes, Chacha is 33. I know there are some regions in Afghanistan and Pakistan where they have in their genes that they look much older than they actually are. But still, for that, I mean, Chacha being 33 and I am 37, I mean, it's
Seriously.
hard to believe that.
But Vishnu,
And
I
I'm
didn't know
38.
you were 35. I'm shocked.
See,
I didn't know.
35, 88
I'm
born, man. Look at
Vishnu
him.
runs
He looks
miles
like
every day in secret.
What Devanshu, you are what?
38.
You are 38.
Yeah.
Really? Wow, man.
चाचू का कुछ और ही है सीन वहां पे.
तो उनको लग रहा है कि चाचू मत बोलो, उनको ताऊजी बोलो. देखते ताऊजी हैं वो.
No,
अच्छा,
I am even more surprised with Norman Ali. I mean, he looks a 50-year-old man. I mean, leave alone Chacha, Iftikhar Chacha. I mean, Norman Ali looks like a 50-year-old guy.
So regarding groundsman, I have a funny take. The amount of covers that Sri Lanka have in their single ground, I think all of the Indian cricket grounds have those many covers. I mean, they cover everything. This is beyond, yeah. I mean, hats off to Sri Lankan
Even the
cricket. It's a
technology
final
used,
season.
man.
I have
The
some input
lights.
here. I have been to Sri Lanka a few years back, and I visited all of their grounds, including Premadasa, SSC Colombo, Pisara Oval, Kandy, and everywhere I go, every stadium I visited inside and went to the people who work there and talked to them. They're incredible. They're absolutely incredible because so much rain happens in Sri Lanka. They have to be on their toes every time there is a match there. And in Pisara, there are Tamil women who work as groundsmen in Pisara Oval. And they're literally working for many years, and it's been a great, absolutely great. And there's a certain kind of a heritage feel if you go to Sri Lankan grounds.
I think
That's
it's
how
all
it kept
beyond
it.
money, I guess.
Colonial flavor is still there.
Actually, I was reading a Cricinfo article where they said that this Sri Lankan groundsmen have a priest, like they have a church and there is a priest of Sri Lankan groundsmen. And I must say he can ward off some shrap or curses by Venkatesh Prasad. So hats off to the priest. You have my respect, priest, because you can ward off some evil curses by Venkatesh Prasad.
English
But
groundsmen can learn a
Pakistan
thing or
next
two from Sri Lankan groundsmen. England groundsmen suck. They have similar weather, but they never prepare like this.
But Pakistan has now big trouble with injuries to Harris and Naseem.
We don't know how bad it
Because
is.
I think it's just precautionary. Haris and Naseem, I think they are fine. It's just they didn't work.
I think as far as my judgment is concerned, Harris can be a bit of a problem. I don't think Naseem injury is too much serious. I think he has
No, he had a
hand
numb
injury, I think a
hand.
left hand injury.
He just had a numb
No,
hand,
because
so he will
what
be okay.
Gaurav was saying was very right कि वर्ल्ड कप में 9 राउंड रॉबिन मैचेस होंगे तो इट इज वेरी वेरी बिग टूर्नामेंट टू सेव योर 3 टॉप फास्ट बॉलर्स क्योंकि पाकिस्तान के पास बैकअप नहीं है जो 3 है
Yeah,
वही
but
3 है
Wasim
They
Jr.
don't have backup.
doesn't look threatening at all, even though he has pace and everything.
अरे ईशान उल्ला को देखा है? ईशान उल्ला भाई डर के भाग
नहीं
जाएंगे
देखा,
आधे प्लेयर्स, ठीक है? ईशान उल्ला इज दैट फास्ट, ठीक है?
नहीं
And
देखा actually.
he's tall. He's tall.
भाई पीएसएल फॉलो किया है मैंने, ठीक है? ईशान उल्ला इज वेरी गुड एंड आई मीन rest is okay, but I think Dahani and all is also they are okay, but
Yeah, the
Ihsan
is
Ullah is good. Yes.
It will be interesting how our team will be for tomorrow.
I think
Not sure.
if I was in the Indian camp, I would have rested Bumrah and played Chami tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a very
Yeah.
interesting question, guys. Who gets rest tomorrow? Does KL
I
get
think
rest
KL
tomorrow?
will get. I
KL
think
will get
KL and
rest.
Bumrah will get.
KL and
I
Bumrah.
think
the
Kohli
batters
should
will
be
take
given
rest,
rest.
but Kohli should have taken rest, but he will be eager to play again. Yeah.
And Sri
Kohli
Lanka
already
is his
said
favorite
during the
team anyways.
presentation he's ready for the game. He doesn't
Same
want
Sri Lanka.
Sanjay Manjrekar to bore him with more questions. That's what he said. I have to play a game. Okay,
KL
guys.
should play.
I think it's time to wrap up. It was a great 2DI. We started covering this match and joining on the WhatsApp chat since yesterday, and it's been a big wait and it's been a torture for all the fans. Asia Cup has been a joke. Jai Shah has been a joke. Uh, don't want to say anything much on that, but it's been a torture for the fans. But it feels good to savor these moments like these, like getting the biggest margin of victory against our arch rivals, Pakistan, and it dents their confidence a lot for the games to come. But like what Gaurav said, they are mercurial, one time up, one time down. So you can never know or predict Pakistan. So hoping again we see them off in finals and also in Ahmedabad. So that's it
अरे वो
from my end, guys.
जैसा
हाँ.
वाला कमेंट हटा देना भाई.
नहीं हटाऊंगा
चैनल
भाई.
ब्लॉक हो जाएगा.
नहीं हटाऊंगा.
काम also, I saw a meme where it was written कि काम ऐसा करो कि both पाकिस्तानी और इंडियन दोनों
India.
मिलके गाली दें.
गाली दे. And भाई as a cricket fan, I hope मतलब जो भी सुने my viewers also they understand our pain. भाई मंडे को हम ऑफिस में यार छुप छुप के हॉटस्टार पे देख रहे हैं मैच, क्योंकि संडे को मैच नहीं हुआ. फिर आके अभी रात में बीवी से गाली सुनना पड़ता है कि रात में तुम वीडियो बना रहे हो, तो भाई बहुत प्रॉब्लम होता है, ठीक है? इट्स नॉट दैट इजी. जय शाह विल नॉट अंडरस्टैंड दिस. So that's it from my end, guys. Thanks and keep joining. Let's hope for another exciting match and Sri Lanka making a major statement tomorrow. So thanks, guys. Bye bye. Signing off.
Thanks, guys. Bye.